Hi everyone, so I'm going to make this video as an explanation of what's been happening in Oakshire S&P. There's been a lot of drama, a lot of things happening on the realm that I think I need to address, but I can't do it outside of YouTube because there's so much information that I need to go over. So I'm going to just jump right in with the first thing that I want to mention, which is the most recent incident. So basically, all around town, pretty much every structure was griefed, or most structures were griefed, by a person called Rocsi. I don't know if that's her real name, but yeah, Rocsi. So why she did it because she wanted to, I think she just hates me. There's a lot of reason why she thinks this way. She thinks I treat my community awfully. She thinks I'm a dictator. Apparently I'm a horrible person, even though I go out my way to try and make people's days better on the realm. I do events, I gift people, I let them borrow valuables, I let them do all sorts of things. I encourage creativity, and yet this particular person thinks I'm the complete opposite of that, and apparently I'm just some evil dictator, according to her. I quote that. I'll probably insert a picture of her saying that I'm a dictator. So if I'm gonna explain what happened in depth. So basically, I was arguing a bit with Rocsi before she grieved because I found out that she was like self-promoting her realm on my realm, which I think is just a very odd thing to do. Like, that's not a normal thing to do. That's rude, ignorant, and arrogant. Like, you know, I went out my way to promote my realm to these people, and here you are, like, just claiming them, even though I'm the one who promoted my realm. And here you are just, yeah. So that kind of annoyed me. I brought it up to her, I confronted her about it, and she said that she didn't promote it, they asked. But at the end of the day, you let them join. It was your decision to allow them to join, and you knew full well, it's clear now they had the intention to self-promote and get them off my realm, because obviously what's happened today just shows that. And then 30 minutes after that, I've left the realm. I start watching YouTube because I'm kind of put down about this whole situation. I'm kind of like, you know what, I've kind of lost the will to play Minecraft for a bit now. I'm going to watch YouTube, just relax. Anyway, I go back on the realm. Before I even click on it, it says she's online. It says she's the only person online. As soon as I get in, it says Rocsi left the realm. I hear fire. I'm looking everywhere. Almost every building in sight is on fire. I'm like, oh my gosh. 30 minutes I've been gone and she's gone and done this. And it just goes to show how hypocritical she is. No way I've just been called a horrible person when she's just done all this and still claims that I'm the horrible person. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I go around, I'm trying to fix all these buildings that she's just decided to ignorantly, horribly burn. Which is just extremely petty, by the way. I don't know, it's like, you're over 18, I'm pretty sure, and you're doing this. Like, actually grow up. You've got so much growing up to do. Who does this at the age of 18 and above? It's beyond me. I don't understand. Anyway, I've got many pictures. I'm going to insert them here. There'll be pictures here, wherever, I don't know, all over the screen. I'm going to put pictures all over the screen. Okay, now that you've seen the pictures, I'm going to insert... Oh, no, actually, before that, after I've kicked her out of the realm as a result of her griefing, she literally spams so many messages, it was the same message, but she spammed it in every flipping channel of my server on Discord, and it's saying stuff like, guys, you need to leave the realm, Bo's an evil person, you just run, get away. Like, what? Are you, like, mentally deranged? There's no way you've just griefed a lovely realm and then said, guys, leave, he's evil. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And she told me, this was what made me concerned, like, really concerned. She said, there's 3 people I've been DMing and they plot to ruin your realm. So straight away, I have to put on Sherlock Holmes mode and I have to go full on detective. I need to scout out every person who I think the traitor is. Turns out my intuition, or whatever you want to call it, was correct. I found the 2 traitors. One of them was killed. I'll insert a clip of that right now. Anyway, and then I went, once that was dealt with, I confronted another person who I thought was a traitor, and he was another traitor. One thing that made me know they were the traitors, because I saw that they had joined her realm, so it was just straight up obvious that it was them. If what she was saying was correct and there is another traitor out there, I don't know who they are. Yeah, I don't know who they are. I don't even know if there is a third traitor, but the realm's closed at the moment, so they're not going to do anything. And I've made a backup before any of this grieving happens, so the realm's safe either way. Yeah, the traitors, yeah, I've explained that. And then, some time ago now, she accused me of harassing people, and she says you need to stop harassing people. But, like, a month down the line, here she is. She was spamming so many hateful messages to me. It actually, like, brought me down a bit, and I was like, damn, why is she being so rude? This person, I'm not going to shame them for having, like, bad thoughts, let's just say. But for a person who spreads awareness about mental health and says, guys, if you ever need help, reach out. You can't just say that and then do stuff like this. That doesn't make any sense. This person has no sense whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. She doesn't make sense. She's lost her mind. Another thing that was really weird, she said that, well, I'm going to have to look back at the messages, but from my memory, I swear I remember her saying she has members on her realm who are like 40 years old, I think she said, or adults, and she said they despise me entirely. I quote that. I'm going to insert a picture. And my response to that, if you're a 40-year-old playing Minecraft and you hate a 15-year-old guy who owns a realm and you've never even met this person, I'm speechless. How are you doing this? You don't know me. You're an adult. You should know better. Why are you hating on a flipping child who plays Minecraft for fun? It doesn't make sense to me. Probably never will. Another thing I'd like to mention is something, because I want to prove that I am a good person. I believe I'm a good person. I want people to know that I'm a good person. I don't think I'm a bad person. And I don't want to be perceived as a bad person. I just want a really lovely community. I don't want to bring people down. I don't want to start drama. I want to diffuse drama. That's why I'm making this video. Okay, so the thing I wanted to talk about, this happened yesterday. The date would be, what's the date? Anyway, sometime in May. I think it was like the 23rd or something. Or, I don't know. It was yesterday, the day before I'm making this video. We fought the Wither for the first time. Big time, right? It's a big time for the community, and it's a time to get together. We're going to do some really fun stuff, and we're going to take down the Wither, a boss of Minecraft. This is a big moment for everyone. And I was really excited, but not everyone had enough or good equipment to actually do the fight. They all had, like, at max iron armour, which obviously isn't powerful enough to face the Wither. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to let you borrow enchanted gear, diamond gear, and iron, free of charge. And totems of undying. Everything for free, but you need to give it back. But, you know, I'll let you have it for the Wither fight, because this is, like, a big moment. I want you to be in this moment. That's one good thing already. That just shows that I am not a selfish person. I'm not a selfish person. I'm going out my way to help people. And the people who have now been seen as traitors, I said I want the Wither Star. I said it's rightfully mine. I've given you all this stuff. It's only right if I get the Wither Star. And, of course, someone has to ruin it. This one particular person, his in-game name was Tigray or I don't know, something. It was spelled Tygry, 525, I think. And he took the star, even though I literally said I want it. It's rightfully mine. Why have you just ran and taken the star? I do not know. I chased him up about it immediately. I was like, can I have the star, please? And I was getting frustrated because I've gone out my way. I've given you all this lovely equipment, and you're so rude to disregard everything and be like, no. He said he's the winner, therefore he deserves it. Listen, buckaroo, you would not have been able to participate if it weren't for me. You would have died immediately to the Wither if it weren't for my equipment that I given you. So, I don't know why I'm being painted as a bad person when I'm doing the kindest things I can do on this realm. I can't catch a break. I seriously can't catch a break. I'm tired of this now. I got the Wither Star eventually after threatening to ban him. So I feel like this is one example that just goes to show that I'm a good person and they're probably not good people. I'll insert clips that show this. I'm not making this up. I'll insert all the evidence now.
She's dead.
You can literally see Tigray run straight to the Wither just to grab the Wither Star, and it's so clear that he's a bad person. He just ran and grabbed everything, stole people's stuff and stole the Wither Star. Anyway, I'm going to stop interrupting, keep watching the video. So yeah, that's one example of me being kind, giving out armour, and then it completely being disregarded, and someone just ruining the moment, and then yet here I am still being called the bad guy, which just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, moving on to a different subject, we're going to move on to back to the Rocsi situation and a new person I'm going to mention. I'm not going to say their real name because I don't want to get accused of harassment or whatever. Their in-game name was Vafi Musen 96. I thought she was a good friend of mine. She was always a nice person to me, and I felt like she was one of the closest people on the realm to me. I felt like I could really talk to her if something was wrong. But it all changed one day when I was giving people a chance to vote on the subject of whether Rocsi, she was unbanned, she was banned, but I gave them the choice to vote if she should be unbanned or not. And knowing what she had done in the past, I was very reluctant to let her back in the realm. And Vafi Musen and another player called Eric, them seeing my reluctance made them upset for some reason. And they said, "You're disregarding our opinion, I no longer want to be in this realm." And they just left without a trace. They burnt down their buildings. Apparently they burnt all their items, or like elytras, or all their good items, so I can even retrieve them, which I think is extremely petty. So she left and she moved, and so did Eric. They both moved immediately to Roxy's realm. Don't get me wrong though, I don't hold anything against them, except the burning items. If you want to leave the realm, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to stop you, because that'd just be insane. You can go if you want to go, that's totally fine. What she was doing was fake. It felt fake. I felt very much like she was pretending to be okay with me or friends with me, but secretly despised me. Like a secret animosity sort of thing, which slowly turned out to be true, I'm pretty sure. I've got some pictures I want to insert. One of them was a book and quill in-game that she left behind, and so did Eric. They both wrote down, and it was just them saying that they've left the realm. It was very brief. I'll insert a picture of them, some of the buildings they burnt down, everything related to that. That's what I want to insert. And she blocked me right after, which I found really odd, because it's just Minecraft. You don't have to be on the same realm, but you also don't have to block me. We could remain friends. But you still blocked me on every social media, even though it was just a little dispute over Minecraft. I think that's a bit much. I think that's a bit far-fetched. I don't think there was any need for that, but if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to stop you, but I personally don't think that's the right approach. So from that, I don't know how she can say that I was a bad person and that I did bad things and that I lack the milk of human kindness, when she's acting like someone who's not her age. Like, I'm pretty sure she is an adult, but she's just like acted full on childish and made, I think, some bad decisions, and yet like sits on some moral high ground, should I say, even though that clearly isn't the case. But I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't perceive me as a bad person, and if you do, I'm open to talk about it if you are. And I don't understand how she can support what Rocsi is doing. You can't just say someone is a horrible person and then yet support tearing down people's creations and things that bring people joy. That is a horrible thing to do. And if you support that and yet preach being a good person, then you're two-faced, you're horrible, and you're stupid, pretty much. You're pretty much just stupid at that point, because no one in their right mind would do that. But anyway, I think this video is coming to an end now. I've been talking for quite a while. Hopefully this video has showed my point of view quite better, and you get a better understanding of the situation. I don't mean any harm through this video. I'm not trying to spread hate. I'm not trying to harass anyone at all. I'm just trying to share my side of the story. I'm trying to make things clearer for people. And if you feel harassed by this video, you're the one who clicked on this video. You made the conscious decision to watch this video. So don't feel personally attacked. I am making this video just to clear things up. So do not threaten me with, oh, what you did was illegal, because, listen, it's just a Minecraft realm. Stop overreacting. I've done nothing illegal. I've researched it before. I'll insert pictures of what is illegal and what is legal online. So, do not come after me saying that what I did was illegal, because we both know that it really wasn't. It's just some petty threat that has been made to me before by probably one of the most horrible people I've met online. Their Discord, his name was Talion. I'm not sure if he changed it, but I'm not sure if that's his real life name, but Talion, he said, what did he say? Oh yeah, he said what I was doing was illegal and that I was constantly harassing people online by releasing a video of someone griefing my house on Minecraft. That is not harassment. Maybe you should be a bit more educated before, like, threatening a 15-year-old about being or doing or engaging in illegal activity online. Anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching and taking the time to just listen and hear me out on my side of the story, and I hope you have an amazing day.